Good morning, Burns Elementary.
That's that team we saw though earlier in the year.
They have taken the curriculum and she's doing something kind of really neat with it together.
Okay.
So.
Not I. Can you say that with me? Not I.
So I got started in education by really just growing up by having my mom and my grandmother be teachers. I'd always tell people when I played school, I had teacher's manuals. Like I didn't just play school.
Short. So we have the short brown dog.
We're not trying to change the student, we're trying to make them better. And we do that by changing the adults in the system and working with the adults that are working with the children. If possibly there's a vibration. I approach everything I do with the adults in my district as they are my students. I think about how I group them. I think about what I want them to learn.
Like since it rains stone from like 150 miles away.
When I think about how it's impacted our school and also our entire district, I think about the depth that teachers are teaching with now. You know, they have an understanding that goes way beyond just the surface level of the standard.
Waves far apart and waves close together.
Jonathan, what's 7 square inches?
I wanted kids to leave and not just be able to do skills, but I wanted them to be able to think about things on their own.
It's very much when you are in a conversation or when you're in a process with Jana Beth, it goes to a much deeper level than just the surface level of here's the curriculum. It's here's the curriculum, why this curriculum is developed this way. How do we impact the students with true learning with our understanding of the curriculum. So it is very much a deep understanding both for teachers and for students around learning.
That's exactly the words we use.
What I try to do with a curriculum is focus in on the 2 or 3 things that make an impact no matter what the resource or the teaching are.
Hit the reader. You gotta hit them, right?
I would say the biggest success I see is the change in how kids approach writing. And now you go in and they can tell you what they're writing about. They're excited to share their ideas. I can see 2 or 3 different ideas on paper.
You gotta look at them.
And so much of what I do in the district is bringing the why to life for people. I want them to understand the why in a way that they can explain it to somebody else.
Johnny works with 4, then he works with 5.
And I want them to be able to explain it in an hour presentation, but also when they're standing in line. And I think if you can understand the why of what you're doing, you really start to see all the pieces of the puzzle coming together.